Yo! Hello Instagram. Welcome to another episode of Motor Mouth. Hosted by the one with the biggest motor mouth. Hello Dan Richards! Yes Andy! How's it going? How are you boys? I'm on to jump on to tell you about my adventure today. I'm currently driving on my way back from Birmingham because I've been for a day out with Nathan Bendon and Jack Kennedy and Erik Brew and Rajan. I have had a brilliant day. I tell you what, I have been swimming in some deep waters today, bro. Oh my goodness. So yeah, like, it was an early start this morning. When I say it was an early start, I'm talking 4 o'clock. I was on the road. I was up by 3:30 to get up and out. So yeah, got there for about 7:30. Session started at 8 o'clock. Bendon rang us just as I'd pulled up. And he goes, I think Rich is already there from Siam Boxing because he was there filming. So yeah, we got in, said hello to everyone and that. It was good to see some old faces. So like before we went down to Birmingham, I went down to Birmingham a couple of years ago with Fight Record, and we did filming with, bloody hell, fucking name slipped my tongue now, slipped my mind. Matt, was it Matt? Someone's name, and he was like, now then, you've changed. There was a couple of people, I think his name's not Rob, is it? The tall guy. If you guys are watching, I'm so sorry, I'm so shit with names. The tall guy who boxes, or boxed as a younger kid, he mentioned, bloody hell, you've changed. Rajan, I had a good chat with Rajan on setting up, and the first few, right, so the actual session consisted of about 6 or 7 rounds of clinch to warm up, and I was warm. I was warm after these rounds of clinch, and oh my god, like I clinched with Bendon, I clinched with Kennedy, and there. I'd be curious to look back at some of the footage that Rich got, but literally, like, and Rajan as well. I got absolutely thrown about. My neck is quite sore actually at this point. Hello Mac, Danny, hello Storm Fitness, hello CJ, yes lad. So yeah, that was the warm-up. I felt a little bit out of my depth. Hello No Check Burgess, yes people. Yeah, I felt completely out of my depth, and Bendon and Jack were just absolutely toying with us, and it was meant to be in there. Do you know what I mean? Like to be at the mercy, but still trying your fucking hardest. Do you know what I mean? Like I was trying, and I think that could have been the problem, I suppose, because I was all excited and worked up that I didn't really necessarily approach it the best I could. I mean, I did alright, don't get us wrong. Like, I feel as though I did okay. And there are obviously things that I need to work on. And Bendon, like, he was so good at breaking shit down as you were working with him, do you know what I mean? So one thing I've got to take on from there and work on is when people come in with their boxing, because he boxes now, doesn't he? He's a professional boxer. So he was using his hands a lot. And that's where I just crumble, man. Look at my last fight, it's evident. Hello, Michael Bradbury! How are you, brother? Hello, Chris. Hello, Dill. Oh, hello, everyone. Jack Kennedy has that bending knee coming in. He like brings it up and booms. Yes, Ellis. He like brings it up and slaps it on your stomach. He did it to me about 4 or 5 times in a row, and I was like, mate, how do I even get out of the way of this thing? It was mint. Oh, I really honestly did have an excellent time, and yeah, so oi, not bad, mate, not bad. Good. Me too today. As much as I was tired and I've had to stop and have naps on my way home. Yes, Hursty. As much as I've had to stop and have naps on my way home, because literally, like, I was tired. But like, as I've been driving over these past couple of hours, I've had a chance to sort of digest what went on today, and it was fucking mental. I had a fantastic time. Hello Hayden, hello Carla. So we did the clinch, then we did sparring. So I think we did about 10 or 12 rounds of sparring. I got 2 in with Bendon, I got 2 in with Jack, I got 2 in with Lewis, or maybe even 3 in with Lewis. I got a couple in with another guy who was more local to Bendon, and it was good fun. It was hard. It was hard. There were moments in there where I felt as though death was coming upon me, or at least there was a puking session nigh. Do you know what I mean? But like, just sitting and watching them talk after and assessing what they were doing. Oh yeah, but you like to do this and you like to do that and da-da-da-da, all this, and I was like, meh. And they were talking about fighting each other again. Oh well, couldn't make 63, could you? Well, you can make 65, all that. And I was like, meh. I think I said on a couple of occasions, like, I absolutely love this sport, because anything you could possibly want from it, it delivers and more. And it's just mint. It's a great day. I have had a fantastic day. Got some mats in my garage if you want to drive all the way to Plymouth for a few rounds. Well, driving, I drove 3.5 hours down there this morning, straight down there, and that was a canny tough slug. That, like, I mean, I've had to stop on the way home, have a couple of breaks, get some energy drinks, sugar-free energy drinks, and kind of have a nap. I've even napped on my way home. So the drive down to Plymouth, might fly down to Plymouth, could fly down there. I'm sure there'd be a domestic flight, would there not? Possibly. Or we could meet in the middle somewhere. That could easily be done, couldn't it? Hello. Can't say your name. I'm driving. So, highlight of the day would be... There's 2. Yes, Jonesy. Yes, Jonesy. There's 2 highlights of the day. There was warming up with Rajan. That was a complete eye-opener. Like, just next level technicality, man. Like, I need to work. It boils down to, I need to work on my clinch. It's a horrible slog for 2 rounds. Then I'll be blowing out my ass. Yeah, mate. Like, Jack Maguire was there. I got a couple of rounds in with Jack Maguire, and like, he is horrible. He's just so sharp, and he was like, mate, I'm so fit, in his little Scouse accent. Mate, I'm so fit, you know. And I was like, mate, you still hit like a fucking tank. Like, he'd come up with his teep and he'd get you right in the sternum, and you'd go, you bastard. And then you'd try and breathe and he'd be all over you. But like, I landed a few leg kicks on a few people, do you know what I'm saying? Got a few body kicks. I was working from southpaw a little bit, moving a little bit better on some of them. But like, yeah, there was Bendon, Kennedy, Jack Maguire. I just couldn't do or get anything in on. To be honest, there were a couple of occasions where I did feel like I got a little bit of something on some of them, but I'd have to watch it back. I wouldn't be able to think, ooh yeah, do you know what I mean? I was catching kicks quite well and countering, bam, bam, bam. So I should catch the kick, send the right arm left up, low kick. That's pretty sweet. I landed that a couple of times. yeah, watching Kennedy and Bendon on the pads, because then we did some pads after the sparring, did a couple of rounds with, I think his name was Adam, not really too sure, did a couple of rounds with him, and then I did a couple of rounds with Bendon, I was blowing out my hoop. I was dying. So he said what I need to work on is when I'm in the clinch, staying square, teeps for the win. Mate, Jack Maguire's teep is awful. It's disgusting. Makes you feel really, really, really sick, because it sits right there, do you know what I mean? Gets you. To be honest, I landed a couple of teeps on, I got a couple of back leg teeps on people, like bush, like up there. I felt like I survived quite well, you know, considering the level that I'm at versus the level that they're at. Talking like elite level gap. I say elite, well yeah, top, best in the country, some of them, almost all of them. Yeah, some of the best in the country, and to be able to say that I've survived, that I'm currently driving home in one piece, is a success in itself, innit? Fat lad for the win. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, it was really nice meeting Rich from Siam Boxing as well. He's a really, 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 really nice guy. And he messaged me after and he goes, mate, it was wicked to see you working and putting the graft in, and it'd be good to do something together. And I was like, mate, like that'd be so sick. Yeah, look, I got a picture. Where is it? I really shouldn't pay too much attention to my phone, like. There's a couple of pictures flying about on social at the minute. I mean, I need to save them, because this one I'm fucking dabbing in it. What an idiot. But yeah, like, that's the crew that was there today. It was min. Honestly, I have never, in all of my time involved in the sport, I said to Bendon, I said to him, I am going to remember this day for the rest of my life. Honestly, just purely based on the fact that I've never experienced anything like that. And it was amazing. I would wholeheartedly recommend it to anyone. And the beauty about this sport is that everybody is welcoming enough, that if you was to message them and say, listen, I'm in the area, or I want to come down and train with you, I'm pretty damn certain that they'll be like, yeah, we train at these times, if you want to come down. And to be invited down is just a whole nother level, man. It was honestly, Bendon, if you're watching this at a later date, mate, thank you so much. I'm going to be messaging you anyway and saying thank you, and Jack, because yeah, like, them experiences are just completely invaluable. Nobody's going to be able to take them away from me. Like, they're locked in there forever now, and there will be video evidence. Oh, I can't wait for you to see. Bendon literally went to town. He just did, yeah. He goes, this next round, I'm gonna do you. And I was like, alright, nice one. He did, bastard. Oh, and he did, he murked us. Big compliment. What is Craig? How do you think my hair's coming on, bro? It's coming on a fucking tree, innit? I can't wait to get the extensions put in. But yeah, like my little lowly 6-hole fights. And then swimming, I said, he laughed at me, did Nathan? He was like, he asked me a couple of times, he goes, are you alright, Dom? I was like, yeah. Yeah. He goes, come on in here. Let me do you all that. Fucking alright. I tell you what though, woo, I've seen some scenery today. Been beautiful, man. It was a crazy drive down. The weather was nuts. Yeah. So, where's next on the cards? We need to arrange something, don't we? We need to get Fat Lad on tour again. And I mean, them guys were talking about going down to Stockport. Is it Stockport? Where Jack trains at Imperial. Bendon was talking about going through there, so come along. But I mean, if you want to get good and you want to improve and you want to learn, more importantly, the best way to do that, or one of a very good way, where is the middle ground from you to Plymouth? Well, I'm at that end of the country, right? You're at that end of the country, so probably Birmingham, maybe. How far away is Birmingham from you? It's 3.5 hours away from me because I drove it today. Yes, Jack Maguire! You're gonna have to watch this video back. I complimented you earlier. I also did an imitation of you. So unfit, mate. And then you fucking bosh. Your teeth is disgusting. Disgusting. Good. Very good. Sharp. You still driving home? Yes, I had to stop and have a nap. I didn't leave Bendon's till about 12. 12:15. Had a McDonald's on my way home. And then it got to about 3 o'clock. And I was like, ugh. So I stopped at the next services and had another half an hour nap. Bought an energy drink and I'm away. 3.5, 4 hours away. And it's 3.5 hours away from me, so let's go to Bendon's. There's me inviting loads of people over to Bendon's. Yeah. But yeah, let's sort something out, Michael, because it'd be sick. It would actually be amazing. I can't believe it's 5 o'clock nearly and I'm still driving back. That is outlandish. I've still got another half an hour, 40 minutes to go, like. Yes, Brett! Northeast Muay Thai Beast. How's it going, bro? Haha, safe trip home, mate. See you soon. You will. Thank you for today, Jack. Honestly, I was going to message you anyway, but you might as well hear it here. I just wanted to say thank you. I was saying to them guys earlier that, like, experience from today, like, I'll never ever be able to, I'll never forget it. Doing some pace by the look of it. 75 mile an hour, not going too fast. 85 mile an hour. Nah, we're not going that fast. 75. Going good, bro, good. Yeah, that experience is something that'll live on with me for a very long time. And you was a part of that, Jack, so thank you, mate. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. Deep waters. I can't wait to see the videos that Rich releases. You're very welcome, mate. Top guy. Peace and love, bro. Peace and love. I'm gonna go home and hit the bag. No, I'm not. Ah, I'm off to bed, me. Jeebus. Oh, what a day. Northern Kings has started training soon, so we're getting group sessions in. I've been allocating my group with Johnny, so hopefully we get some Northern Kings training in. And if anybody does want to meet up, Michael Bradbury, again, Jack, anybody, anywhere, I'm willing to drive. Fat Lad on tour. But no, like, in all seriousness, I kind of wanted to do this a little bit earlier in the year, to get around places and experience different things and mix with different people. Because as Jack Kennedy said at the end, he goes, sometimes, he goes, when I go down to Pan, of course, he said, he goes, when I go down to Pan and I do a session at All Powers, he goes, sometimes I'll just sit there and we'll talk for half an hour, just discussing the sport, you know. Juan Cervantes train at your place? Yes. Si, senor. Yeah, he does. Tall guy. built like a brick shithouse. His abs have abs. You know what I'm saying? Cray. Yeah! We're nearly home. We're about 20 minutes now, 25 minutes. Can't remember what I was saying though. God. Oh, that's what he was saying, Pam. And he said, like, I could just go and end up talking for half the session. Funny story, the first time I went for the GB trails, he walked in and thought he was in my weight class. I wasn't very experienced and fucking shit my pants. Mate, his knees are horrible. Jumping knees are disgraceful. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be matched with him in GB trials, to be honest. Do you know what? I'm out of the category now for the UKMF Opens. I really wanted to do one of them before I had 6 fights experience. Because you can't do the UKMF Open. It's under IFMA rules, isn't it? So 3-3s full time rules with elbow pads and shit. But now I'm apparently too experienced. It's a bit shit, innit? Oh, I can't wait to get home. He's a man mountain, mate. He is ridiculous. Even in lockdown, he does. He took up a lot of calisthenics recently, and he started doing a lot of bodyweight stuff. Body ups. Is that what they're called? L-sits, sort of like bodyweight, sort of hard exercises, and he's just an absolute different level. He fights on one now, doesn't he? So I'm pretty sure that he's getting back into training soon to, like, obviously keep ready for one. I'm sure Bendon wants one. So if anybody from One Championship is watching, go give Nathan Bendon a shout. Man is a bad man. Oh, I can't wait to send out a few messages when I get back home, like. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna say. It's really cool though. Really, really cool. Honestly, I felt honoured today. I honestly, really have felt honoured today. It was a big, massive win. Can't wait to go home and write about it. Yeah, man. It was class. And everything I think about. I mean, other than I might try an MMA fight once all this shit finishes for a giggle. I was speaking to this tall guy that boxes there. I'm really sorry if you're watching, and I'm completely annihilating the fact that I stood and talked to you for like 20 minutes after today. I thought his name was Rob, but then that's the other guy, innit? Is it Matt? I don't know. But anyway, he was saying he started training jiu-jitsu and wrestling because he wants to try MMA. And like, oh my god, the thought of rolling around on the floor with someone, really, and I've said this before, ground and pound, woo, fuck that. Absolutely no chance. Sorry. They're like, just no. I mean, I tell my boys, I was saying to Bendon today, when my boys fight, it's like, well, no. Once he's on the floor, you need to let him get up. Don't hit a man while he's down, unless you're fighting MMA, innit? And that is just no. That lad don't want to do that. Hello, Monty Pops. Hello, Rowims. It would be really scary. Those 4 ounce gloves. To be honest, I'm probably fighting 4 ounce gloves. Why not? It's not the 4 ounce gloves, it's the rolling around, getting your fucking shoulder popped out of its socket, or your fucking leg snapped, or you choked out and that. No, just no. All of that sounds horrendous. Yeah, why don't you get choked out Why don't I put you in an arm lock and snap your arm? Yeah, let's do that for fun. I'm alright at BJJ, it's just not what I love. I love punching and kicking the fuck out of each other. Yeah, I hope, do you know what it is about Thai boxing? There's just an element of elegance to it. There is a beauty to it that you can't really find anywhere else. Yeah, I mean, in your more traditional martial arts, karate, taekwondo, that sort of thing, there is a beauty to that, but it's not realistic in terms of attack. It can be used, yes. Any training's better than no training, but I mean, in terms of Thai boxing or even K1 style, Dutch style kickboxing, like, yeah, I've had enough time getting my head around Thai. Never mind navigate an armbar, mate. Nah, just no. Me and MMA, and just having a crotch in my face. Do you know what I mean? Just, I couldn't imagine working all day and then going about and rolling with some fucking dudes on some mats. I'll pass. Smelling some dudes' cheesy balls. I'm sure it's not like that, but that's where it is in my head. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I've run out of water on my windscreen. You should see it. It's an absolute disgrace. Can't see shit, bro. Oh, it feels good to be nearly home. I'm seeing signs for Sunderland. This is excellent news. Oh, so what have all you guys been doing then? That's enough of me. To be honest, other than today, I had a good day training on Wednesday actually. I went training with some guys from North. Oh, thank you, Michael. We'll sort out training. Message me and we'll sort out some training. We'll set up a group of Bendon or something and we'll sort a day out where we can meet in the middle. Something like that. You know what I mean. Peace out, bro. Safe trip. Thank you, Michael. And thank you for watching and commenting and helping me have something to talk about. But yeah, definitely message me and we'll hook up a date, because I am now self-employed. So that means that I have a little bit more free time on my hands to make these journeys, because Thai boxing to me is life, and it is something that I want to make happen in terms of full-time job, life, just living, Thai boxing. So this is just the dream. It really is just a dream. So yeah. I can't wait to get a shower. I stink. It's so hot and sweaty in this car, man. I've had the blowers on. Yeah, Michael, we will do it. Take care. Bendon said I look small. I'm 80 kilos at the minute. Definitely not small. I don't know whether he meant small in like size. Obviously small in size. I'm off. My brain's frazzled. It's funny, me and Bendon were trying to have a conversation after, talking about the kids and stuff, you know? And like, both me and him were getting our words just completely muddled up. Brains just weren't working. There weren't enough blood in our heads to compute and process what it was that we were want to say. And yeah, it was quite funny. We ended up laughing quite a lot. Right, I'm gonna get off now. Thank you for watching, everyone. Give it a like if you're watching on IGTV. If you are watching on YouTube, then please subscribe. If you're listening on the podcast, because I might export this one, then absolutely by all means hit the subscribe button on there and tell me how much you like it by leaving us a review. And if you want to train with me, message me on Insta. You can find me at FatLadToFighter. You can email me, dom@fatladtofighter.com. Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat. I'm even on TikTok now. Would you believe it? So yeah, come and find me pictures. I'm off. Because this van in front of me is looking very precarious and I feel like I need to concentrate. Peace and love, Jonesy. If you're still watching, I'm pretty sure that will be you. That is the one that's watching. It's not telling me. Peace and love. Thank you, everyone. Peace.